Lewis and Clark Towers. Oh shoot, and the cop is sitting there. What other reason could he be sitting there other than to wait for other people to walk right through here? Around and round and round I go. I'm gonna get down and see if I can get out of here without getting arrested.
I'm trying to get away, and yet I step around.
Alright, what's up? It's JaredCokerUrbex. We're here on the St. Louis tour 2025. We're about to hit this crazy like circular apartment building. It's right over there behind me. The only problem is there's like, I don't think he's here for this. I think he's just here for this little like strip mall thing that's attached to it, but there's a cop over there, so I'm gonna try to walk around to the back where I'm pretty sure I spotted a way to get in, and we're gonna work from there. This place was built in 1965 and it closed down for good because of code violations in 2014. But back in its heyday, this place was like a really hip poppin' place to live and just go to because they had events here. I think there used to be a bowling alley in there. I don't think there's gonna be one anymore. There was restaurants and everything, so this was like a crazy spot. And now, that's what it is. All right, we're just gonna have to walk the long way around because there's the cop parked right in front over there. It is day 2 for me here in person on this little trip. This is the only full day I have of this trip. I only had a day and a half to work with here, but we've been making good progress. This is already our 5th video. It's only morning, so I'll have time to work some magic today, hopefully. So this basically is now just a little strip mall of small businesses, but I think the whole thing was attached. So at one point this was all part of the apartment building, but otherwise around back here is where I saw an opening up on the balcony, if we can find a way to get to it. That's easy. Here we are. This is how you get it. Alright, this is either going to be a really trashed mess, or it might be a pretty cool spot. We'll see. Either way, there's going to be a good view up top. I wonder what the hallways are going to look like. The whole building's a circle. I guess they're a circle too. That's cool. I'm trying to think if I've ever even done something like this. Obviously, I've done plenty of apartments, but a whole building that's just a big circle like this, I do not think I have. I know what little I read up on this told me that a lot of the people who did live here, the last ones who had to get moved out in 2014, some of them had to leave in a bit of a hurry. So I'm willing to bet we're still gonna see some remnants of furniture around here. Am I hearing vents running? Maybe some stuff in here still works, given that it is attached to a still functioning strip mall area. We're on the 2nd floor right now. Let's go down and see what the first is. Yeah, I don't know about this. This doesn't look like a first floor or an entrance. Maybe it was. Scary thing is knowing there's a cop car right on the outside of these boarded areas. It just sounds like there's wind flowing through these vents. Somewhere up there, there's something that's still running. Oof. Guess this is the maintenance people's room. I'm gonna get turned around so many times as I keep going in a circle around this place. I'll try to stay out of sight from the windows that are open and face the busy road we get on the higher levels. You can even hear people. Look. Someone with a shopping cart from the nearby store. I don't know, but here's the front sign for it. Maybe that was a front door. This does look kind of like a front entrance. It's the Lewis and Clark Towers. So I guess second and third floor had kind of business offices to go along with them. And I guess up top is where most of the actual apartments were. I don't know, I could see these being apartments. I could also see these being business offices. Oh shoot. I literally just peeked out and the cop is sitting there. Dude, I hope he wasn't looking up here. That was a big mistake. I think that cop really is just sitting there just to watch this place. I mean, I snuck around the back. He didn't see me come in, but if he was looking up, he would have just seen me peek out there. Okay, guess there's an aspect of danger to this one now. That's great. These are definitely some businesses. This isn't the type of layout you'd see in an apartment. It's just so narrow and cramped, though. They were trying to do everything they could with this space. Printer. Yeah, the fact that the cop literally moved his car to be over on the side of the building to where he could watch the area people would go to get in this place just tells me that he's here to spy on it. Just to get this video moving along, I should probably start heading up anyway. There's for real some sort of, I can't feel anything, but you can hear the vents. Try to spy on what's going on down below without the cop actually seeing me. This was definitely an apartment though, with the carpet. The scary thing is if he wants to, he could just get out on foot and wait right by the entrance and just sit there and wait for me. This is a good vantage point because this window isn't broken. What other reason could he be sitting there other than to wait for other people to walk right through here where it's obvious they're going to be going into this place? But now that we have that to worry about, and these are still offices, I think, at least on this side. Oh, look at this, was a State Farm. This is the fourth, depending on what they consider ground level, because this is half underground in places. Wow, how did anyone get a couch up in here? The only stairwells are these and elevators. They had to have just assembled this couch up here and just bought the pieces broken apart. What did I just hear behind me? Was that wind? This is an apartment with furniture though. There's a bedroom. So now that we're on the fourth floor, these are all going to be just strictly apartments. Uh-oh. Now it's raining. Let's sneak a peek at our friend. More of people's furniture. Guess this one was a one bedroom. One kitchen, one living room. Crazy. And you know, this might be my last video ever. If that cop really does know I'm in here and is just gonna wait for me. Honestly, maybe getting caught and arrested again would be good for me. It'll allow me to finally take the much needed break that I need. Fifth floor. I forgot how many there were here, but I guess we'll know when we get to the top. 7 or 8 or 9, I think it is. How would you have even put that together though? Maybe someone did haul those up. I doubt it though. It's truly a different experience to just be going around in circles rather than down a hall. Stuff left in the halls mostly probably because people who had to leave at the end of this place's days just couldn't be bothered to take it with them. I guess I won't be doing any rooftop stuff if it's pouring. I wouldn't want to anyway, now that we know this place is being watched. It's not a red carpet. I can kind of step out here, behind the back of it. So yeah, as long as nobody sits and camps out right down below over there, I'll be fine, I'll live. 7th floor. Some funky looking table legs. I think most of what was left in here, the gist of it, is just old tables and broken couches people didn't want to take with them. Probably because they couldn't even figure out a way to get them out of here. And came all the way up to the 7th floor and just selected this random wall to work their masterpiece. Kind of speed running this at this point. I just want to get to the top and then leave before I get arrested or something silly. My room. Not anymore. Never mind. You can have it. I always leave rooms like that alone. When there's something draped out of a closed door, that's like a person hiding or sleeping in there, letting you know that they're there and not to come in. I'm still worried about where I point my light, but I think I'm high enough now it doesn't matter. This can't go on for too much longer, I don't think. This would make this floor number 9. And I see 1 above us, so I think that's the last one. Around and round and round I go. Alright, let's skip to the top. What could this have been up here? I thought restaurant. I don't know, maybe these were just rooms. Well, this was something else. This wasn't a room. This could have been a restaurant. Now we're way up here. Oh look, the cop is leaving. No, he's not leaving, he's gonna sit there. Alright, so now when I get out of here, I'm gonna have to go the other way. He's right near my car too, mine's the blue one there. If I run out and like sprint around the fence back there and come from a different direction, or if I just go back around the other side where he was initially, there's nothing I can do other than go down and see when I'm done. But while we're up here, look, it really opened up into space here. Maybe this was a restaurant or something. Either way, I don't like it here anymore with that cop, so what will be will be. I'm gonna get down and see if I can get out of here without getting arrested. I need to go all the way back down to floor, I guess that was floor 1 technically that I got in on. I'm gonna do what I said. I'm gonna run for it around the fence that's out there and come back from a different direction. That way he sees me walking on a road. If I had my GoPro, this is the moment I'd switch to it in case I need to run, but I mean, I'm not gonna run from cops, but just run in general. I just somehow found a way to leave it at home, so I don't have that. And now I'll just run camera in hand to whatever direction I think I can escape from. There's really nowhere I can go other than this way. Ow, I shinned myself. Clear. And clear. Gotta run to this road over here. I'm gonna have to put this camera away. It's raining. But look at it. It ran all the way over here. Oh shoot, here comes a cop. No way. No way, did you see he just drove by? I thought for sure he was gonna come over and get me. He drove straight by. All those coincidences. Oh my god, this camera's so foggy in this rain, but all those coincidences. Every time he moved and I thought he was onto me. And then he just came this way, I thought for sure he was coming to get me. But we got it. We got it done. All right, well, I don't even know what to say about that. That was ridiculous. All those times I thought maybe he was on to me, maybe he was just setting me up, and then the moment of truth came, he kind of had me dead to rights if he turned down that road, but he just drove by. So I guess that was all just a bunch of coincidences put together, but we got it done. We're out of there. We're on to the next video. Hopefully it doesn't keep raining on me, and yeah, see you later. Hope you enjoyed.